Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday Zoom. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles. We are your hosts tonight, and we have some amazing information, and we've got an amazing rock star to introduce you to share her success and what she's got going on. But before we get into that, let's talk about this Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel we have.
You know what, guys? When we do these calls and the other opportunity overviews and trainings, sometimes we have not sometimes, all the time, gold in them, right? And so we don't want it to be just like a one and done opportunity. So we record every single one of them and upload them to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed yet, please go find us on YouTube, Team Freedom Reigns. Make sure you subscribe, but also ding the bell so that you get the notifications when we upload new content every single time that we do. Yeah, moving on here.
Yes, and if you were not able to catch the convention, the first ever virtual convention, you have now the opportunity to go watch them on the YouTube channel, the corporate YouTube channel, because it was, talk about gold. It was packed with gold. Like,
you know what? And I gotta tell you, actually, you know, even if you did not watch even if you did watch the live convention and you're like us and we didn't quite get to all of the breakout sessions, you can now go and you can watch them all and review them all. I love that they put them all together in this YouTube channel.
Well, for me, I just can't take notes fast enough. That's my problem.
I love it. All right, monthly marketing playbook. We go over this every single call because it's that important, guys. This is a tool that is going to help you build your business faster than any other, really, because it holds all of the keys to the kingdom, basically. It shares with you exactly what the product of the month is each and every month. This month, it's been the True Science Hair Care System, but you've also got everything right here in one place for launching your new business partner or relaunching them or yourself, right? You've got the launch guide. You have the video there with Pro 10, Rachel Carrick, going over the launch guide. You also have all the videos that are available, the enrollment packs, what comes with them, and the link directly to be able to download the LifeVantage app. If you haven't done that yet, make sure that you put that on your list to do after the call tonight as well.
Seriously, got to do it. And this amazing give 10, get 10 customer, friends, and family discount is off the hook for the customers that are out there that are enjoying the crud out of our products, having a completely life-changing experience. Rather than just talking about it and having other people go, well, I want that. They can say, well, I want that. Well, I'd like to give you that. They can give them a $10 discount off their first order. And when they do that, then when that order is placed, they get $10 back. How cool is that?
Yeah, even more cool on top of that is that new enrollment now shows up in your holding tank as a personal enrollment for you too. That's awesome. So it will also work towards the promotions that require enrollments, right? So like the 5 for 5 pool that we've got going on right now. So take advantage of that. Yeah, plus all the promotion information is there. And LifeVantage is making sure that you have everything that you need to be able to launch into 2021 super strong by closing out 2020 on a level like you've never done before. So let's talk about those things. I love this end of the year promotion, the enrollment promotion that they just announced. It started on the 15th and it goes through the 31st. So any new distributor enrollments that are gold or platinum packs qualify for this promotion. So you earn extra bonuses for distributor enrollments. So you enroll a business partner on the Platinum Park, you're going to get the 40 or 30% Smart Start bonus. Plus you're going to get an additional $100 on top of that. The Platinum Bundle, we'll talk about that on the next slide. And then the Gold Pack, anybody that you enroll on the Gold Pack before the end of the year, you will get the regular 40% Smart Start bonus because we're hoping you all have that 200 PV, right? Plus you're going to get an additional $50 on top of that. One way that you can use these extra bonuses that are coming in is, what about kickbacks? You have people sitting on the fence that are waiting to start their business. They've said they want to. Now you can go to them and say, hey, our company has just launched this new bonus where I'm going to be getting more money for the commission, and I'd love to be able to give it to you. And so give them a kickback if they're ready to get started before the end of the year.
You know what I think would be even cooler?
What?
To maybe offer it as the discount. So rather than saying you're getting extra payment, which you can do, say if you order by the end of the year, you're going to get a discount applied back to you. something like that. I mean, I don't know.
They just have to know though that they're not beginning it until the end of January. That's, so, you got to word it the right way because we want to make sure we're getting the right message across. All right. So this is the Platinum Bundle promotion. Guys, do you remember in convention where they showed this amazing packaging that we have now as a display case that comes with one of every single one of our products, including the different flavors of Axio? Well, this is what's called the Platinum Bundle, and it's now available again until the end of the year. It is $750. There's 600 in personal volume or product volume associated with it. Now, this is the cool part because it's available to new distributors. So new people that want to get their business started, but maybe they don't have the $1,250 to start right now. How about $750 for all these amazing products and the display? Or how about distributors that want to upgrade to the platinum level? And how about every single one of us? Because every single one of us can now purchase this Platinum Pack Display Bundle. And, you can even earn commissions off of this. So anybody that you personally enroll that gets this bundle purchased, you're going to get the 40% Smart Start bonus off of 600, which is how much? 245? Is that how much it is? Or 240? 240 and the extra $75. So a total of $315 is going to be paid out to you. Now, what if you have, been able to activate that BC2 or BC3? Well, BC2 and BC3 can also purchase the Platinum Bundle, and you as their enroller is going to get those bonuses paid back to you.
True story.
That's amazing, guys. Seriously. And this is through the 31st. And if you have questions about where to find it, just make sure that you get with your Upline Pro 5 or higher. I'm sure that they can, every single one of them can help you with that. And if not, reach out. We have definitely got your back.
Yeah. Quick point here. This is a display, meaning keep the packaging.
Oh gosh.
We've heard stories that people are getting it thinking it's just a regular box and throwing it away. No, it is so beautiful the way they've got the time and effort and the thought that went into this. Keep this. This is a display case. There's trays involved that every one of our products is displayed beautifully. So please don't throw it away.
And, and on top of that, I'm so glad you brought up that point because it is now a business tool.
Yes.
It's a display case that you're going to be using at your presentations, which means it is now a business expense and a tax deductible event.
Correct.
And we are almost at the end of the year. And I don't know about you guys, but we are lacking in all those tax deductible events that came from travel this year. So this is a really great way to add into your deductions for the year.
Oh my gosh, we're in the final countdown. It ends this month.
Yes.
The Flip the Business Switch promotion. The whole 5, get in the pool. How do you do it? There's 3 ways.
Yep, there's 3 ways. You just said the 5 for 5. That's our sell bonus. You want to make sure that you check out or enroll 5 new accounts into your business, and they all have to have at least a minimum of 40 in PV for them to count towards this volume. Now, the thing is that once you have 5 and it equals at least 500 in volume, you've now earned a share of the pool. This is a global pool. It's from the Smart Start bonus, and they're taking 5% and putting it in here, and you can actually earn as many shares as you want. They've ranged from about $110 to about $160 for the shares. So go for it, as many as you want.
Extra cash is extra cash. And you can get there the second way with the reach bonus, meaning get your next rank advancement in the bag. And then when you maintain it, you get double the money for that. So look at the list there, look at the next rank that you are shooting for, go after it. Let us know you're going after it so we can be rearing for you too. We can be doing everything that we can. Rearing? Maybe cheering for you. I don't know where that came from.
Or sorry. Roaring.
Yeah. Sorry for that. I don't know, is that a Freudian slip or is that just misspeak? But regardless, we want to help you get there and we want to help you maintain it and get paid double. So, but it ends this month.
And make sure you know where your personally sponsored distributors are at, because if they're getting close to ranking up to those 4 ranks, Pro 3, 4, 5, or 6, and you help them do that, then there's also a bonus available for you. This is for paid as Pro 3s and above, and you need to create your own personal 500 in new sales volume in the month for you to be able to qualify. Okay, guys, but this is another amazing way that you can make money in this promotion. And then we have our weekly drawings that we're doing here for Team Freedom Reigns members as well. If you're part of Team Freedom Reigns, our downline, our business, then we're doing these weekly drawings to where you can earn tickets with every customer or distributor that you personally sponsor. We're actually changing a little bit on the tickets. Yeah, do you want to explain the tickets?
Yeah. So 1 ticket for customers or silver packs, 2 tickets for gold packs, and 3 tickets for platinum packs or platinum bundles.
Woo! So go out there and get them, guys, seriously. And you can get as many tickets as you want. And we've had some really cool prizes. And all of these drawings are on Wednesday, but every single month we also have a grand drawing. And so for however many people you personally sponsor, you can have that many tickets into the grand drawing as well. And do you want to tell them a little bit about our grand drawing this month?
Yeah, it is a computer case, briefcase,
it's a soft case.
What is the word I'm looking? Branded with LifeVantage, with all kinds of stuff. And we're actually putting new stuff in every week. And we've got a really cool autographed by the author book to add this week. Soon as it comes in, we'll be adding it to it, which is going to make 2 at least.
I just added something else too. So there's a mini ring light in there now too.
Nice.
So guys, we're just adding to it every single week. It's getting bigger and bigger. So get your tickets. ITT.
The ITT system, the system that matters, the system that pays, the system that works, the system that duplicates. The first touch video, the unbelievable first touch video, followed by the learn video. So it's the flip video, the learn video, the overview video. They're just top notch videos.
Yeah. And then you want to connect people to the team, right? After they've seen those first touches. So for us, there's not going to be a live opportunity overview on Thursday because it's Christmas Eve, but we will be here on Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Same Zoom every single time. And the information is also on Big Blue Calendar. But if you need a recorded version of one of those live opportunity overviews, you can always find it at lvwebinar.com.
It sleeps there.
It does. It does. And then this is a really great third-party tool that they are offering to us for the rest of the year. Okay. So 7 days with 7-figure earners starting tomorrow night, right? So the only days between tomorrow night and the 30th that there will not be calls is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So some people have been wondering, where can they get information on these Pro 10s that are going to be doing these calls? So if you go to your replicated website, you see here on the left-hand side where it's got the drop downs and it says earn, where it's circled in red here, it's going to drop down these options. Choose success stories. All right. And then this is going to show, but it's going to be on the featured. So you need to select master. And then it's going to give you, you just scroll down and it's going to give you the personal stories and backgrounds of every single one of our Master Pro 10s. And so when people are wanting to know, well, who is this person that I'm going to be getting on the call with? Just send them the link to that person's bio to really get them understanding who they're going to be talking to and why they must be on the call. So challenge for this call, what the company has done is they've challenged each one of us to have 7 of our own prospects on the first call. And then from there, we're going to continue getting 7 and 7 and 7, but challenging anyone that is interested to invite their own 7 prospects onto the next night's call. Do you see how that could compound the amount of people seeing the information in your business and potentially the growth you could have before 2021 gets here? It's huge.
Huge.
Such a great opportunity. Success mastery.
Unbelievable.
Every single
Saturday since March. They've been crushing it.
Yeah. Even the day after Christmas, you've got Rachel Pekarik that's going to be going over these promos that we've just got done talking about, a success interview, and an amazing host, Dustin Riker. Love him. So if you want to become a professional, make sure that you put this in your calendar for every single Saturday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We get to the amazing part of this Zoom call. Sorry, all those preps took us this long, but it will be worth the wait for you. We started a new series 2 weeks ago where we're now profiling leaders in the field, up and coming leaders, established leaders, veterans of network marketing, newbies to network marketing. But every one of the people we're going to profile are making an impact on their team. They've made a commitment to themselves and their teams and their businesses to just go out and absolutely crush it. And that is exactly what is happening with our guest today, Pro 3 out of Maine. Queen Odelle Bowman. Would you please join us and take it away?
Yeah, well, we would really love for you to be able to start out with sharing your story, because everybody needs to hear who you are. Because one of the things that I know about you and the experience I've had in your presence is you are so calming. You are so wise. You have lived life in a way that you have got something to share that everyone needs to hear. And so I am so excited to have you with us, Odelle. So would you please share with us your story, how you came to LifeVantage?
Well, thank you for having me here tonight. It truly is an honor. Um, when I came to LifeVantage, I was at a crossroads. I was at high noon, and Kim Jakes didn't know that. That's my enroller. When she invited me, she actually told me that I was on her chicken list because of from the community, which I thought was hysterical. But anyway, uh, I was at high noon, and with my health and with my life, there needed to be some big changes. So I came to hear what her plan B was. That was a running joke with her and me about what's your plan B. And lo and behold, Dondi was there. He had flown in from Arizona and was doing a presentation. That was my first exposure to LV, was Dondi doing the ABC investigative report and the opportunity presentation. And I remember just sitting there and watching it. And Kim didn't know I had an autoimmune. I didn't talk about it. I had an autoimmune, and watching the ABC and going, oh my God, oh my God, I think even if it does a little bit, I had a real heart gut feeling that it would make a difference. And Kim said she could see it on my face when I was sitting there. And I'm basically what you would call a jumper, in the sense that I tend to say yes when my heart says yes. But I got product first, even though I was pretty sure I was going to do the business, although it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't know how to do it. But I figured from my history of working in nonprofits, I could figure it out. I've fallen down enough and I always get back up. I'd figure it out. So I was on the product 3 weeks, and I had amazing results in my body, feeling wonderful, pain-free, felt like I had my life back. And then I set forward to say, yes, I do the business. And I was scared to death. So that was where I was. I was scared to death. I can remember doing a 3-way call to practice on my husband, and I didn't want to do that. I don't think we really need to call it. No, it's okay. It's okay, Kim. She reminded me recently that I was afraid to do a 3-way with my husband on the phone. So anyway, that was the beginning of what has been a huge transformation for me. Mm-hmm. And I would say in some ways, really becoming more of who I was all the time, that I didn't always let people see or know how I felt. I've always been a purpose-driven person. I did work in nonprofits because impacting change in people's lives has always been important to me. So initially I said yes for my family, and for me, I needed freedom. I was working 80 hours a week. That's the reason I got sick. I needed a change from hard work. And I needed to do something that would cause positive change that I could see could make a financial impact on my family long term. So that's how I got to LifeVantage. You know, when I reflect back, I was one little scared mouse. Even though, I'd run nonprofits and done all that, I was one scared little mouse, because all my friends went, what? They thought I'd gone over to the devil. So anyway.
So interesting. Isn't it funny how those people close to us react that way, right? But they're just trying to protect us most of the time. So you mentioned Yeah, they are, right? So you mentioned that Kim had said that you were on her chicken list. So is it because of the nonprofits that you had been running, or is there something else?
It was because of that. I was the executive director of the local arts organization, and I, for 15 years, run an after-school nonprofit for at-risk girls in Portland. So in the community here in Lewiston, I was seen as a community leader, and that's how she always knew me. So yeah, that's why I was on the chicken list.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So
that's a really nice little bit to know about you, because I didn't know that, and yet it fits perfectly with who you are. So you kind of shared a little bit with us about what your why was when you first got started. Can you get a little bit more specific? Can you remember back when you were put through the Get Start, is what we called it back then, right? And what was it that you identified when you wrote down what your why was for starting your LifeVantage business?
To be able to set my husband free from his work, and that still is the core of my why. And for me to be able to take better care of myself, because I was destroying my health by working that many hours. The core of it was my husband, and still is my husband. He has worked very hard and been very supportive of my family and being part of our life. I had a disabled brother that lived with us for 9 years. Then my mother lived with us for 3 years until she recently died. And he's always been there with no questions asked. So that's still the main reason for working on LV. He deserves to be free.
And you can definitely see that you're absolutely connected to that. So, and that's what our whys need to do, right? We need to have that emotional connection.
And they say that your why needs to make you cry. And as you're talking about it, you're obviously overcome with emotion. We can really sense the servant in you and why you do this. But from us looking and working with you for a while, there was a pretty clear shift. There was a pivot. There was a next level decision that you made, or something happened. Can you tell us what that pivot was, and what's your vision for your business now as a result of that shift?
Well, I think there was some things slowly happening until the big pivot happened, that I began to see what people meant when they said you need to do 15 to 30 presentations a month. I always said it, I always heard it, but until I started working at it, I didn't fully understand it, that, oh, this is what they're talking about in terms of that, the mechanics of it. I also knew that, and know now, you have to keep your funnel full. What does that mean? And I always before would, when a 5x5 came up, or some company promotion like that, my first instinct would be, oh, that's too hard. I can't do that. How can I do that? How can I sign 5 people in 1 month? And I would instinctively give up. And there was a point when I said, I know enough. I can do this. My mindset shifted. There's no reason I can't do this. I've learned a lot. I've worked hard. I'm around good people. I have a great upline, but it depends on me. Nobody can do it for me but me. So if I'm not doing it and it's not happening, it's nobody's fault but my own. And really looking at what I had to do, and a sense of real fear, real FOMO, sense of missing out, because I see momentum coming with the company. And I also finally said, no, now it's my time. I'm not going to sacrifice. I owe it to myself. And that's actually what my mom said to me in the nursing home. She said, you have to do it. You always take good care of me. You have to take good care of you, and you have to do it. So she would always ask me, what'd you do, honey? So I did this, I had this sit down, I did that. She's going, good, yes, honey. But there was a shift for me around the time of the pandemic. I'd already been working up to more consistency in what I was doing. And a big shift happened when I decided to move from a networking group to someplace else. And in this networking group, they were great people, but every kind of negativity, every no, every we hate network marketing, and I started visiting some other people, and the energy was different. And I said, why am I pushing the rock up a hill? Why not take the path, the easy path? And I think we sometimes, to stop ourselves for whatever reason, we all have things inside of us that stop ourselves, whether it's we don't feel we deserve it or whatever is, we'll take the path that's actually harder instead of see the path that there's the path of least resistance, the path with the open arms waiting to hear what you have to say. And when I made that shift, something shifted inside me too. So the pandemic has been an opportunity because everybody's on Zoom. So I'm really working that. Not, oh, poor little me, because I'm a belly to belly person. I love sitting, talking, and listening. At first I was, oh no, not Zoom. But then it was like, oh yes, Zoom. So it was a shifts in me. And it was I think, of the final big decision. You know what, the elites, you guys always talk about making a decision to do it. And I thought I'd made a decision. I thought I'd made a decision multiple times. But when I finally made a decision on a deep committed level, it totally felt different. And it means that every day I get up and I do the work when I don't feel like it. Today I got up and said, okay, I need to outreach to like about 12 people that I've met at different places. And I need to outreach for them for one-to-ones because I got to get them a funnel and I've got a line of appointments. And I do it. And then I feel good because when I take action, I feel better. When I sit and cry in my cup of tea, I don't feel good. And I don't take action. But when I grab a hold and go, let's do it, Odelle, everything is better. So it's a different decision that it is up to me. And even my husband has said to me, something's different. You're different. He goes, I hear your conversations. Your conversations are different. There's so much more happening with you and people. Was that clear at all, kind of about what has happened? And it's not one thing, it's a whole layers of series of things that reached a certain point where I was like, no, I've had enough. I'm making a change. I know what I'm doing. My upline's great, but I may do some of this so that my actions are right on point about what we need to do in terms of system, but I'm going to do it my way. So it feels good for me. So I may do things a little bit differently, but I'm doing all the actions right. It's all about the relationships and being authentic with people. I focus on listening to people more than talking than I used to. I've been making incredible friends across the country that are now referral partners and working for me. It's a big shift in me. And it's that decision on a deep kind of soul level. I can see it now. I can feel it now. I talked to my mentor, Sarah, and my upline about, I could feel it. She goes, I know you can. And I can see it coming. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I have a vision. You know, I've gone through the classic things. I've gone through attrition of practically losing my whole team, my runners all disappearing. I've gone through lots of rejection. I've gone through the dream stealers, and I still want it, and I'm going to still go for it. And I think on some level, people might disagree, but I think you need to go through some of that to really understand what network marketing is. There's always going to be attrition in your team, no matter how big you get. You're always going to run into rejection. You're always going to run into dream stealers that want to make your vision smaller. And you have to get to the point where that's fine, that's where they are, but I know where I'm going. And who I want to take with me. I'm working to free my husband, but I'm wanting to help a lot of people.
Yes. Yes.
So obvious.
Seriously.
Yes.
Well, I heard things in there that were so big, Odelle. First of all, well, it's all so big, but first of all, you making that decision, right? That you had to finally get to that final decision that I'm going to do this, but taking ownership, right? That you can absolutely do this, and this is my business and I'm going to do it. But then the third one, giving yourself permission to not have to do it and have it look exactly the same way as other people. I think that, yes, I think that is such a big thing in your message to people that, and right now it's like giving everybody else the permission to go out there and take ownership.
I mean, the Pro 10s, Pro 9s are amazing people, but you have to be your own Pro 9, your own Pro 10 in your own authentic soul way. So if you're not Rachel, you can beat your head against a wall trying to be somebody you're not, instead of your own authentic self, and finding that way. And, I live with every day, and I'm sure you do, the people that say no to the product and you found out years later they're really sick. And I've had a couple of those recently that choke me. But it's like, couldn't I have I wish I could have gotten them to listen to me. But that's all. It's always people's free choice what they're going to do about their health. But that doesn't stop me from wanting to help thousands of people. I put on my goal sheet for my networking group, I wanted to impact the health of 10,000 people. And one of the district leaders said, well, isn't that a little bit crazy, Odelle? I said, I can do that. I said, there are leaders in my company that are doing that. I can do that. I said, that's a goal that makes me proud that I've been alive. If I help 10,000 people get their health and their finances back in order, that's an amazing thing.
Absolutely. Wow. And not only is it great for those 10,000, but think about the people that circle them, their families, their neighbors, their communities, that they will be able to impact stronger because you helped to impact their health and wellness. And by the way, I see you. You are an executive master Pro 10. You're a presidential master Pro 10. And you had just carry yourself that way. You own yourself that way, your actions, your decisions, and your business. And so as stepping into the future and holding that space as you being that presidential master Pro 10, in that space, how does your vision and your why for building this business look different than it did in the very beginning, and in the impact that you want to make on the world?
It was very small, and I don't think I believed I could do it. It was a dream out there, even though there was a time when I did, you do visualization exercises. And one of the things came in my first year with LV, I did a visualization, and it was me sitting with friends and family, having dinner, and me getting up and saying, oh, I have to go now. I have to go talk to 5,000 people. And that was what came out of my visualization there. And it was real small. And now I'm embarrassed to say this, but I feel like God has given me a gift in a big sense with LV, that people do listen to me sometimes, and my voice is calming. And I think I can help a lot of people believe in themselves, that they can do whatever they want to do and they can do it their way. Most people are waiting to be acknowledged. That's what Buddha says. They're waiting to be seen. So if we can create a culture where we see everybody, because when you feel seen, nothing gets in your way. You don't care what anybody else says if you're being seen for who you are. Mm-hmm. So that's what my heart says, that LifeVantage is a vehicle for a lot of people to create big change. Our products are amazing, but it matters as much who we are as people out in the world as we go forward. People say to me now and again, well, you don't talk like other network marketers, Odelle. That's what I get told. And I said, oh, no, you're not trying to sell me all the time. Well, I said, I can't convince you to do anything. You've got to find it yourself. So I keep this vision of people continuing to say down the road, yeah, those LifeVantage people, they're different.
Yes. And that's what as a company, right?
I think we cornered the market pretty well on that.
Yeah. So I feel blessed because LifeVantage has been a personal vehicle for growth for me, to in some ways find out who I am at a deep core level by pushing up against things that I was resistant to, or pushing up against things and saying, no, I'm right. You know, we have all grown, because I've been here going on 7 years. So I've been through the rough water days and everything else. But I guess I would say to people, if you're truly committed and committed to your personal growth, just take mind if you do it in 2 years or 7 years. It's the journey, not the destination, because once you get to a certain rank, there's going to be some other rank. So you need to enjoy the journey there, to wherever you are in LifeVantage, to enjoy the journey.
Amen. Amen. So last question, at least from me, is where do you see yourself December 31st, 2021, Odelle? And
Pro 7 would be bold.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm already visioning 10 new frontline distributors for myself. And I'm visioning a team that's international, and it's not just in my backyard, it's an international team. As Pro 7, that's what I keep seeing for myself. And then after that, so I've got a lot of work to do. So I keeping my funnel full and meeting people. I'm meeting people all the time, every chance I get, and I'm loving it.
Yes, it's your spirit. You have that butterfly spirit. So I absolutely appreciate that. And we are holding that space for you, because Pro 7, Elite Pro 7, Odelle Bowman, we can see you there December 31st, if not before, in 2021. So you've got an amazing support system, but the biggest thing is that you have become your best supporter and cheerleader on this journey. And I think that's so vitally important.
Well, thank you for creating the space for me to say that out loud. I hadn't said that out loud to anybody. I'd been saying it to myself.
Well, there you go, girl. We got you. And you know, we're definitely right there, right behind you. We are here to help you every step of the way.
There's one thing I wanted to say, Odelle, and I hope everybody caught it, because it was probably the single greatest revelation that the most successful network marketers have. And you said it very clearly. And that is when you see people that they're struggling in their health, and you had shared the products with them and they said no to it. That's one of the most difficult things to partake of when you have a heart to serve. But like you said, everyone has to make their own decision. You can lead them to the solution. And whether it's somebody who's struggling financially for decades and they've now been presented this opportunity to change all of that, and for whatever reason, they say no to it. It does happen. It's not a reflection on us or our company. It's just a reflection on that person. And you also said sometimes that key ingredient is that person maybe doesn't feel seen, or they haven't felt seen anywhere else other than maybe that interaction with you. And I can just speak from experience and the sit downs that we've done together when we've gone to coffee shops, and for me, the most valuable memories are in between the people while we're just having a chance to talk. And you've had success and you've been influential and you've been a motivator of people and uplifting of people in many ways prior to coming here at LifeVantage. And I just remember those discussions with you, and I'm just going to add a consonant to your name. From now on, you've always been a source of wisdom, and I'm going to call you Odelle, because I think you just have this incredible wisdom that most people just simply don't possess. And it reminds me of Andy Andrews, who's an author. He wrote The Traveler's Gift and many other books. He considers himself a noticer, and that he just notices things that most people don't notice. And I think you have that gift as well. And you notice people. It's one of your strengths, and it's always been. And I think now that you've got that commitment to it, and you've made that pivot and that extra motivation and commitment to your why, I can't wait to watch you get to Pro 7 and beyond and celebrate with you, because you're an incredible human being. You are, and that 10,000, you're going to bypass that 10,000 people for sure. But that is for people that just don't understand that, it's because they don't understand you. And we do. And we just thank you so much for the leader that you are and the influencer that you are.
Yes. And thank you for saying yes to this call.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the call. I really appreciate it. I mean, I've been on this call and listened to other leaders that have filled me up. So my hope was that I would come on and there'd be someone that needed to hear me tonight.
Well, I can guarantee you that there's someone on right now that needed to hear, but there's also going to be many that listen to the recording. So thank you so very much. Your heart is just so amazing. But we love you, and we are so grateful that you were the gift that we were able to give everybody before Christmas, since Christmas is this week. So Merry Christmas to everybody. We just wish the very best for everyone. But we've got several days before then, or at least, a few. Let's make sure we take advantage of these 7-figure earners in 7 days. So get inviting to that and let us know how we can help you. But let's do this thing. Go team. Woohoo! Thanks again, Odelle.
Thank you, Odelle. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.